I'm going to do a little dish with pork belly. So what we do with this is we have it brine cured for about 5 days, and then we'll take it out and then we braise it with some aromatic vegetables and some pork stock, and then we let the whole thing cool down. And then once that part is done, we want to re-crisp the skin and make sure we get it hot all the way through. Okay, so you'll see how the skin part is going to be kind of pale like this, and then we'll just go into the pan with a little bit of canola oil. And then over a fairly low heat, you can just kind of let it sit there and warm up nice and gently. Always with braised food, you want to heat it up slowly. Okay. Teaspoon of butter. Add that to our pan. And then sweat a good tablespoon of shallots. You just want to let that sweat over a medium heat until the shallots are tender. And then while we do that, we're going to saute some vegetables to go with it. For today, I'm going to do sunchokes again to go with the puree. So we'd always do kind of 2 different preparations of the same vegetable. And then some kumquats. You know, just that little oranginess with the pork is really delicious. And just warm those together. And then just for fun, I have these really, really heavily smoked onions. So they have a nice smoky flavor to them. And we'll just add that together. You know, the vegetables are, for a restaurant, we always pre-cook the vegetables, you know, so we're just re-warming nice and gently here the sunchokes and the kumquats together. So once my shallots are sweated out, I'm going to take some of the braising liquid from the pork belly and add that back into the pot like that. You know, you'll need about a tablespoon for each serving. And if you don't have pork stock, you can use veal stock, you know. Always good to work with things that have bones in them so we can make stocks. Make sure the garlic's cooked. We don't want any raw garlic in our dish. And then we'll take them out of the pan. Now, when we were kids growing up, my mother would serve us boiling bacon, not like this. You know, this is a restaurant way. But she would take the whole piece of bacon like that and just brown it under the broiler. Some families would put a little bit of sugar on it, you know, but this is actually closer to something that Irish people would eat than corned beef. So we'll just assemble our dish. Puree. Smoked onions. See, these have been really smoked for a long time, so they have a real intense smoky flavor. And there's only a small amount of smoke in the dish, but that, you know, just gives a little interesting nuance to the whole dish. The fun thing about this particular preparation is we're seeing ingredients from the winter: the sunchokes, the root vegetable, and the kumquats, which are you know, citrus season is probably just coming to an end right now, and then we're going to just bring a nice spring ingredient into it as we see that transition from winter into spring. Just a nice little bit of jus on top, and then our spring aspect is we have some beautiful pea shoots, which are just coming into the season right now. Before the peas, we see pea shoots, and we'll just make a little delicate springy salad to go with that, and just dress it with a little salt, a little splash of olive oil, a little pinch of shallot, and a little bit of lemon juice. And then we use that to garnish our pork belly. There's a little elegant dish from winter into the spring.